So it's been a while since I've had any time to myself to make any videos, and I figured that 2:30 in the morning was an awesome time to make a video for YouTube. Um, Sorry for my voice. I have been really sick lately, and luckily for me, my cough kicks in between like 1 a.m. and 12 p.m. So usually it keeps me up all night, and none of my medicine is really doing anything to help me out with that. And apparently, even though I'm 28, some teachers still require a note from my doctor to be excused from class. So that's fun. Me just being sick doesn't help. So anywho, I decided that I do one of the random surveys that I found online, and let let the fans get to know me a little bit more for those who don't already know me. So I just googled, Tumblr surveys because I love Tumblr. I think I'm a Porant on there, Poerant on Tumblr. If you want to follow me, I have many different names for many different sites. I can't really keep them straight. Um, so this was one that I found on Fuck Yeah Surveys. And the first one is, grab the book nearest to you. What is the first sentence of the third paragraph on the sixth page? I already skipped ahead so that I could kind of open up to it and be ready. Okay, so sixth page, first sentence, third paragraph. Now this is a little different because it is Sophocles' Antigone, Oedipus the King, and Electra. And so the sixth page is in Antigone, and the third paragraph, which would be, it's written in play format, would be Antigone, and her first line is, "Oh, stop, or I shall hate you. He will, he will hate." And it continues on, in case you're wondering. Um, He will hate you too, forever, justly. Let me be, me and my folly. I will face the danger that so dismays you, for it cannot be so dreadful as to die a coward's death. I'm sorry, I just could not let you just linger in life forever, just knowing that first sentence. You had to, be told the whole paragraph, especially because it's in play format, so it's all broken up weird. Um, but I absolutely love it. Um, if you haven't read it yet, you should, especially Oedipus the King, because if you do anything to do with psychology, you're going to learn about the Oedipus complex, and this is where it's from. It'll make a lot more sense, and, keep you from wanting to gouge your eyes out. Kind of painful. Um, 2. What is the poster nearest to you of? Mm, Dexter? Chilling behind me, on my side of the couch. My roommate got it. He is big into posters and framing them, which, is smart because, like Daniel Tosh says, if you don't frame a poster, you're hillbilly, weirdo, whatever he said. So we have Fight Club above my movies and the rules of it, which I'm not going to talk about because you're not allowed to talk about that. Then we have The Hangover, and recently Dexter, one that he and I chose together because I love the angel wings, bloody angel wings, love it. And then we've got Entourage and The Boondock Saints, the first one because the second one was crap, and then we've got the rest of my tacky crap all over the walls. Um, what is the first CD you bought? Oh god, hell if I know. It's probably something like the Spice Girls or Ricky Martin or, you know, something like that. I think the last CD I bought, I'm 28, so I have no idea what the first one was that I bought, um, was Fireflight. Amazing. Oh, there's my not sick cough that I need to get a doctor's note to prove that I'm sick. Um, what was the first song you heard by your favorite band? I don't know. My favorite band changes, like, I don't know, my interests. I get completely obsessed with something and then I'm over it like a month later and I'm into something else and so on and so forth. It's probably why I like can't stay in a long lasting relationship. I'm like, oh, we've been dating for like 2 hours. Is this over? um, so yeah, first song I heard from my favorite band. I don't know. Something in sync. Actually, I think I hated NSYNC when they first came out. It took me a while before I got into them. It was only because my sister Kate played it all the time that I was just like, yeah, okay, I like them. They're good. What was the first album you bought by your favorite band? Oh, Jesus, these are all, I don't know. I'm old. I'm 28. Who knows? Um, what is your guilty pleasure? Movie, book, or song? This. This is my guilty pleasure. Mountain Dew. Alright? That was just a convenient way for me to take a drink because my throat hurts, because I'm not sick, and that's why I missed my class, because I'm just a liar. I'm not sick at all. God, guilty pleasure, movie, book, or song. I mean, I don't know. Most of those things I like are pretty freaking awesome. Uh, let's see. Drop Dead Fred. Laura, yeah, one of my best friends. She says that we will never be together. By the way, she's gay. She says we'll never be together because I love Drop Dead Fred, and she thinks I'm completely ridiculous for doing so. But I grew up with that shit. Like, it's amazing. Okay? I mean, who doesn't want an imaginary friend who goes out and starts hitting pigeons with a shovel because he found out that, you started sleeping with boys? And nobody else wants that? But, um, let's see. How would you murder your victims? I don't know. I'm not good with blood and gore, so I'm probably just going to write them a highly suggestive note that says, you should kill yourself so I don't have to, because I'm not good at this kind of thing. Please and thanks, Stephanie. Buy my book before you kill yourself. Thanks. Like, seriously, I watch a movie, and if there's cutting, like, I can do shooting, that's fine. But if there's any sort of cutting or, like, slow, like, breakage of the limbs, like the head that starts to turn, is like, and you just hear it, and guys, I couldn't watch Castaway when he cut his wisdom teeth out of his mouth with the ice skate. Alright, just hearing it made me want to puke. So if somebody breaks into my house, and, I grab a knife and just like, please, go. Okay, just rape me and steal my stuff. I'm gonna die. Whatever. I'm not good with that kind of thing. And I don't have any money to hire anybody to kill my people for me, so I'm kind of screwed. You can all live. Yay. Um, what would you do if you were a ghost? Isn't that obvious? I would haunt the crap out of people I didn't like. I see some a-hole at a retail store being a jerk, and I'm gonna start messing with him until he runs out of there screaming and, gets himself some therapy. I'm just gonna be a dick. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna walk around like, you know, hitting papers out of people's hands and walking up their stairs at night, freaking the hell out of them. I mean, I think I don't know the ghost rules and there are rules everywhere. assume if I'm a ghost, there's some realm rules that I'm gonna be rebellious and try and break and make YouTube ghostly videos in the ghost world for other ghosts to watch. I don't know. What is a superpower you wish you had? Mm, that's the only thing that I really wish I could do is read people's minds, because one of my biggest theories is that I can generally tell when somebody's lying to me, or if I know them well enough, it's that oh no, it's totally fine, blah blah blah, and you're just like, yeah right, you're lying, or no, I totally just want to be friends with you. I was just like, that's why I said JK LOL after. I was like, we should make out. JK LOL, haha. Unless you're okay with it. Then no, you're not. That was it was like a double joke, and you just didn't. So you thought that I was being serious, and yeah. So, I want to be able to call them out, but because people can not only lie to other people, but themselves, there's no real way of me, backing it up, what I think and how I feel, and so, I'm screwed. So, being able to read people's thoughts and like, ha, gotcha, liar. Um, what is something from your daily routine? Uh, what the hell do I do daily? I get out of bed. I don't know. I don't really have a routine for anything. It's kind of like, I have homework to do today. Hmm, I have a test to do today. I have lunch with Katie today. I'm gonna drive to Iowa City and get Rob and bring him back home, and then go back to Iowa City again and drop him off and come back and have my daughter today. Just really the only thing I consistently do is get out of bed. I inconsistently sleep. I consistently drink Mountain Dew. Yeah, that's all I do consistently. I think drink Mountain Dew. Um, what is your biggest unpopular opinion? Like, just my opinion that other people don't like? Let's see. Well, one of them is that I love the movie Drop Dead Fred and Laura does not. Um, Probably right now, because people are generally afraid to disagree with me and tell me that I'm wrong. I don't know why. The worst thing I'll do is make a YouTube video about them. Be like, so and so thinks I'm wrong. I'm not. Um, I don't know. I think that Kristen Stewart is not pretty, that she's a terrible actress, and some people absolutely freaking love her. Which again, that's your opinion, but it's so terrible. Um, what is an instrument you hated playing? I only played one instrument for like a year and a half. It was the flute. And the only thing I hated about it was that I was the only one who played it. So I was like really afraid, like, am I doing it right or am I doing it wrong, or like, because there were two people that played the clarinet and two people that played the trumpet, and so it's like, am I screwing up or am I rocking this out or what's going on? Yeah. Um, where would you have time traveled to, and what would you do there? I'd probably time travel back to the 50s, so, I could do the nice malt shop and live in, and, I really like their clothes, and be in the kitchen making some dude a sandwich. I assume that's how that all went, right? I don't know. Um, Really, I don't need to like time travel. I just like to travel. Like, I could totally go to Italy like now and, be okay with that. Like, this whole time travel thing, I think I'd have to do a lot more research before I commit to a time and place. Like, I'm not really interested in anything to do with dinosaurs. I've seen Jurassic Park. I've got my fill. Um, the Greek olden times seems kind of interesting, but yeah, I don't think I have the body to compete with those girls. So I'd have to work out before I time travel back to, that time and place, because then they'd be like, what the hell is wrong with her? She's so not like tall and in shape, and not wearing her hair all curly weird, and whatever. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch like a lot more Doctor Who, I think, before I can even think about answering that question. Favorite things to put in a sandwich? Um, Sorry guys, I'm not a big sandwich person. Everybody loves like Jimmy John's and Subway and Hungry Hobo, and I just get the same thing from Subway all the time. Chicken teriyaki with sweet onion sauce and shredded cheese with bacon, but I pull the bacon off and eat it before I eat the sandwich. So, peanut butter and jelly, I like that. That's good. Just not a sandwich person. Apparently, I'm supposed to make them because I'm a woman, so I don't get to eat them a lot. Oh. A favorite object in your room? My cork boards, definitely. Being a writer, I have 80 billion little note cards, and I'll write my notes on here. Thank you, Eric, for the suggestion. My previous professor told me that as a writer, I should always have note cards on me, and then just write whatever. And so I have 6 cork boards with a bunch of note cards posted all over it. Thank you, roommate Nick, for putting all of those up, and they're all level. Look at that. Good job. Um, favorite shoe you own? Hmm, I don't know. I don't want to go get things. I live in my Skechers, my gray. They don't tie, so they just slip on. Very convenient. Um, right now I'm loving my slippers, my boot slippers that are keeping my feet nice and freaking warm right now. These are the infamous slippers that the boy that I liked for a short period of time smelled. Yep, I took them off and he smelled them and then told me that he liked feet, and I was just like, oh, weird. Too weird too soon. You save that for when, you're later in the relationship and it's like, hey, you like are totally invested in me, right? So, can I smell your feet like all the time? Because that would make me happy. I'll buy you jewelry, you let me smell your feet. Yep. Um, favorite band member? I don't know, guys. I'm telling you, my music thing, it changes. Haley from Paramore? Let's go with her. Love Paramore. I love her. Love the way she looks. She sings. I love her songs. I love her energy. I love her photos. She's amazing. So, both Haley. Um, favorite song by favorite artist. So that changes a lot. Um, for the past few years, though, it can be anything Paramore. Recently, Mumford and Sons. And I'm very fond of the band Perry. So, favorite song probably be like Misery Business. Amazing. Is that a real question? Favorite ship to hate? I have to be reading that wrong. I have to. There's no way that can be a legitimate question. Favorite Ship to hate. Okay, so it's not just that it's like 2:45 in the morning. That's a legitimate question. Uh, well, let's think of the ships that I know. Okay, so I've just read Heart of Darkness for school, of which, thank God, my former English professor and her office mate were just like, oh no, that book was terribly difficult to read when I had to read it. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I was just like, this is the worst thing I've ever read in my life. It was like, pulling teeth, kill me now. Um, so, I guess I hate, I hate that ship that starts with an M. Ah, the lead guy. I hate the ship that the guy was on because, because he was on that ship, he told the story to the guys on the ship that the whole book was, written about. And so I hate that ship because that guy was on that ship. I had to read this story. Without that ship, I wouldn't have had to read this frickin' stupid story about colonization. I know, it's great. My English professor would kill me now. Conrad is amazing. He's wonderful. He's a genius. Blah, blah, blah. It was like pulling teeth. Hate that ship. And favorite memory. Um, I don't know. Right now, it's, pretty much any memory of me being well. Of me where I'm usually sleeping at 2:45 instead of full of energy. I have no idea why I'm full of energy. None. It's not gonna get me to quit drinking Mountain Dew. It's never gonna happen. I'm sorry. Plus, I drank it enough. It should have no effect on me. Or maybe I drank it too much. I think it's my second one today. That should be good. I don't know. I mean, it can be anything from when my daughter and I are going back and forth with our witty banter and just making each other laugh our butts off, or, flirting with the professor when we would just sit all night in his office and just talk about the most random stuff, or even, getting to see my friends at a baby shower when I go into my former workplace and they hug me and tell me that they miss me and all that good stuff. So, those are the 20 questions for the Fuck Yeah surveys. And I still can't get over the ship to hate. What kind of a question is that in this day and age? When was this made? And it had to have been recently if we're talking about CDs. How can you have, like, favorite CDs, favorite band, blah blah blah, and have ship to hate? Who the hell wrote this? It had to be some privileged person. I don't know. But that's just a little bit more about Stephanie Hoover. So, follow my YouTube channel, follow my Tumblr blog, find me on Facebook, and like my Facebook page, and buy my books, my Post Life, and pretty much poems, and look for the next book, which is going to have a little something to do with Antigone, except it's going to be a more modern version, and awesome, because I wrote it. You should buy it.